Says, heard the next tattoo is of the Francis Scott Key Bridge across the nose. Thank you, Honky. I appreciate it because it collapsed. It's a joke about unfortunately, my ex-wife. Oh, by the way, my now officially ex-wife.
Oh.
Yes.
Got that paperwork signed by the judge,
I
did you?
got the email. It got signed earlier this month. And so now I can tell the story about how she tried to squeeze more money out of us.
Oh.
After she signed the papers.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
After.
She sent, I think this was drug-fueled. My lawyer and I believe this was maybe drug-fueled. We got a long
lawyer, sir.
Yeah, our lawyer.
Our lawyer, yeah.
Got a long text message from her.
Oh.
Because I told her I only want to communicate with you through my lawyer.
Yes.
Because it was
Smart.
just gaslighting and horse shit, and I was just frustrated. Because it depended on what time of the day it was, what the attitude of the message was.
So what time of the night did he get this text?
I don't know, but he said, this is one of the weirdest texts I've ever gotten.
Oh.
Like he said, she's just spilling her guts in this text message and then asking for more money. Basically, she said, where are we at in the process? Is there any way I can take back my signature or whatever? I think my friends and family, Nick, are telling me I'm entitled to more money and I blah, 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 this and that. And like, she started like cocking off about how she should get the house. She should get more money. She should get all of this shit. And she's like, also, I think there's a conflict of interest because you helped me with the HRO stuff and now you're doing Aaron's divorce and not me. And he wrote her back and he's like, you do understand, if you look back in your paperwork, the first thing you signed was a waiver of conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You waived the conflict of interest thing. I said, I've done this for her before, but you're still okay with moving forward with me representing Aaron and not you. And she signed that. But Nick, being the dummy, coked out lawyer that he is, tells her, oh, no, tell that lawyer that it's a conflict of interest. Nick has this thing about his criminal and his CPS case, too, that he's going to find some magical loophole that's going to save the day. I don't know if he's watched too many movies, and that's coming from me, that there's some kind of deus ex machina moment coming. It ain't coming. So she basically said that Nick told her she's entitled to more of the house.
Yeah.
She's not.
No.
She's absolutely not.
You owned the house before she was here.
Yes.
She would like. I think. How would that work out? There would be an argument for
she could make a claim about when it's sold. She could get a piece.
Okay.
But not really.
Yeah. Like a certain amount of value it gained while she was here, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she wrote this big, long, rambling letter about how Nick told her she's entitled to more money and Nick told her she's entitled to more of the house. And Nick said, and the way I read the text message when he sent it to me was they need money.
You don't say.
That's what it read. Like, let's try to squeeze some dough out of Aaron. Because everything about the text was, I know I signed all the divorce. And this is after we turned it in. It had been signed by a judge already, I found out by the point she sent this. We didn't know because I just got the notice this weekend. But it was already signed by a judge. And she's like, is there any way that we can go back? Because I think I should get this. And my friends and family. Now, first of all, the only people who talk to her are Nick and Kayla. Yeah. So, like, Nick was like, oh, I'm sure they were going, oh, yeah, you know what? I think you're entitled to so much more. Oh, man, you should be getting the house. Oh, man, and you should be getting more from paychecks from the business. I'm like, I paid her April 1st. Her last day of work was April 1st. He's criticizing me for taking thousands of dollars out of the bank account when I haven't been paid from Steel Toe since April 1st. I'm like, you haven't worked.
You've been working.
Jesus Christ. Like, literally, she tried to shake me down via text through my lawyer. And he's like, I ain't answering this shit. Like, is this? He's like, I'll send you the text. I go, it sounds like mad ramblings. That's what it sounds like.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, now that the divorce is final, I can share that. There was a thing I was saying. I was like, oh, I can't talk about this. I can't tell you this.
Yep.
But, yeah, she wrote this big rambling text to my lawyer trying to squeeze money out of me after she had signed all the paperwork for the divorce and we turned it into a judge. It's like, make better decisions.
You know, the two guys sitting in front of this camera here have had that same attorney look at them and say, this is some weird shit I've never experienced before.
Yes. My lawyer told me that about dealing with her. He's like, I've never seen this shit before.
He said the same thing to me.
He also has a lot of thoughts on Nick's lack of ability as an attorney.
Oh, interesting.
He's heard some of the things April's asked for, knowing that that's who's giving her legal advice. He goes, He goes, if this were coming from someone without a lawyer, I'd think it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But he goes, it's sad that this is coming from someone who's getting advice from an attorney. He's like, this is embarrassing. He's like, she still wants you to sign an NDA. He goes, she's been to jail. He's like, her mugshot is public and she wants you to sign an NDA. And he goes, you know who signs NDAs typically?
Who?
Guilty people.
Right.
People who want to hide something.
Uh-huh.
So that was a hoot. Like getting that phone call. I was like, Jesus Christ, you guys get your shit together. And then everything after that has been, you guys get your shit together. It's just still. And then he's on last night rambling about God knows what about the Bible.
Yeah.
But then he's like yelling at people in his chat because they're like, dude, are you really trying to use the Bible to justify your three-way marriage right now and your polygamy? You retard. He's like, you don't understand the Bible like I do. And it's like, oh my God. It's, look, some people just have some growing up to do. That's all.
A little bit.
Just a little.
A little bit.
But yeah, it's final. It's done. It's over
Yeah.
with. Very excited about this. Oh, God, OnlyFans
We
by
hope not.
Christmas. I don't know.
Hope she pulls the nose up before then.
I don't know. And the other ex-wife has been a sweetheart
Yeah?
the last few months. I legally can't say what she's been telling me, but it's been very entertaining to listen to. You know who she does not think very much of?
Oh, I could guess.
That Keanu C. Thompson.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying she said this, but someone might have said, that dumb bitch does not want to hear my take on things. That was funny. Someone did write me and they said, Keanu said on her stream, Ashley should call me. I'm like, bitch, you do not want her to call you. That is not going to go the way you think. No, she's been very wonderful. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about someone else. Someone may come to me sometimes. You say, did you see the embarrassing cringe shit they did this time? I'm like, I'm all ears. SP. No self-destructive dependencies. No complete disregard for children.
No. In fact, someone who's a responsible parent.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say better human being in every single imaginable aspect of humanity.
Yes.
Keanu would hate her. She's a really good person. Better person than us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably right.
$1 from Honky says the second place trophy for the tattoo contest is ... appropriate. Imagine parading that around. God. Do you want me to go get my Little League consolation trophy from 97? The Reds kicked ass. God, ew, sharing dirty shirts. Fucking pig. Honky with $1 says she needs the money for a tattoo of 2 more wolves for the Rackets kids she helped them lose. Dude. For God's sake. I'm trying to pretend these aren't funny. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says you cannot delete a house that is in a trust. My house isn't in a trust. See, my parents don't give me all my shit. I buy my own.
Nick's house in a trust?
How is April going to buy that house? She can't. It's in a trust. No. That house is in Nick and Kayla's name.
Oh, yeah.
The one April, claims to be living in. I mean, if that tattoo thing taught us anything, she's fucking living in the main house.
Yeah.
They're all sharing the bed.
She was trying to say, this house, your house.
They just kicked the chubby, tall guy out of the bed and said, we've all got a little more room. Let's sprawl out. And let's all just sit here and convince ourselves we've done nothing wrong. Oh, I got a Galatians Bible passage. I'll never forget Galatians 5:13 as long as I live.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah,
to be sitting there and having that.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I can see why that hit home.
Honky says now her texts after she for arrested, they gave me a home was literal. No, they literally gave her a home.
Uh-huh. No, they did.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You've got to be a blast to people who do coke.
They gave her a home before she got arrested.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't her home.
Yeah.
Remember, she moved to her shit out and told you that was never my home.
And then she went and told people he kicked me out. Bitch, shut up. What are you fabbling about? Stop with the horse shit. Then people shit on her on Instagram now. And she goes, you don't know the full story. Oh, then tell it, you liar. Go ahead. Tell me when I'm telling lies. But no, yeah, she bailed out of here. And then when she doesn't get her way, she plays victim. It's gross to watch someone. She tried to bully me and strong arm me into buying that house.
Yep.
Thinking I was going to play the sucker. And I went, no, the kids don't want to be there. The kids want to stay here. I'm staying here with the kids. You can abandon the kids. You can abandon me. I don't give a shit, but I'm staying here with the children. They don't want to move out there. They think it's bad. They have more sense than any of us four do.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow, they saw something you didn't.
Yeah. Well, my daughter used to say, Dad, you're the only one who comes out to hang out with us.
Yeah.
That's because the rest of them were in the bathroom doing blow, sweetheart, and Daddy didn't like it. But,
And some SpaghettiOs.
you want some SpaghettiOs, you guys? But yeah, so then I wouldn't buy that house. So she was like, he's so mean, he's so terrible, and these people gave me a home because he's just so scary and bad. Shut up. You didn't get your way. You didn't get your way. That's what it was. Go ahead and tell people I'm a big, scary, terrible guy. Unlike you guys who are not terrifying at all, just being on coke and like fighting with each other all the time. Hell, I can't imagine. Long story short, divorce is final.